Barka da hantsi Najeriya. Duk abubuwan da ya kamata ku sani a wuri ɗaya.
Good day, this is Leadership TV News at noon. I am Cynthia Onwado. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections, Peter Obi, has described fuel subsidy as an organized crime. According to Punch, Obi on Monday said this while speaking on Arise TV, the morning show, on what approach he would have taken differently in resolving the looming strike by the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress. Fuel subsidy is organized crime. I say it repeatedly that it should be removed. For me, the approach would have been to remove the corruption and criminal side of it and remove the excess demand. By doing this, you would have reduced it by 50%. The remaining 50% is what we would have been able to, after consultation with various stakeholders, in order to find a way in an organized manner, remove and show the proceeds of the gains of the removal to be invested in critical development areas. The governorship candidates of the All Progressives Congress APC in Akwa Ibom State, Obong Akanimo Udofia, has announced the decision of his party to appeal the judgment of the Election Petition Tribunal. The three-man panel led by Justice Adekunle Adeleye last week dismissed the APC candidate's petition on the grounds that the allegations of substantial non-compliance with the electoral law in the conduct of the elections were not sufficiently proved by the petitioner. According to Punch, in a statement issued on Sunday night in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Udofia said the decisions of the tribunal regarding the outcome of the March 18, 2023 governorship election was shocking, unjust, and unacceptable, adding that the APC in the state was disappointed as to how the tribunal arrived at those outcomes in the face of glaring evidence of infractions on the Electoral Act and the 1999 Constitution. Moving on now, the Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, has commiserated with the families of the victims of the petrol tanker explosion at Koko Junction in Delta State. In a statement late Sunday night, the governor expressed sadness over the unfortunate incident, noting that the loss of lives was regrettable. He said, "We are saddened by the news of the petrol tanker explosion in Koko Junction, Delta State. We commiserate with the government and people of Delta State over the tragic incident. We sympathize with the families of the victims." Obaseki urged Nigerians to desist from attempting to scoop petrol whenever there is an accident involving tankers, saying it is pertinent to consider safety first and report to appropriate authorities in such incidents. And now to news from the US. Donald Trump faces fresh legal danger on Monday as a civil fraud trial against the former president and two of his sons begins in New York, threatening the Republican frontrunner's business empire as he campaigns to retake the White House with 4 criminal cases looming. In Monday's case, Judge Arthur Engoron has already ruled that Trump and his sons, Eric and Don Jr., committed fraud by inflating the value of the real estate and financial assets of the Trump organization for years. Trump said late Sunday night he planned to be present for the start of the trial Monday morning. In addition to this civil case, Trump also faces several major criminal proceedings in the months ahead. He's scheduled to appear before a federal judge in Washington on March 4th on charges of trying to overthrow the results of the 2020 presidential election won by Joe Biden. After that, Trump will be back in New York State Court, this time on criminal hush money charges, and later in a Florida federal court, where he is accused of mishandling classified documents after leaving office. Finally, he will also have to answer to state charges in Georgia, where prosecutors say Trump illegally tried to get the Southern State Sweet 20 election result changed in his favor. And now to some entertainment news. Billionaire American hip-hop mogul Kanye West has asserted that rapper Cardi B was planted in the music industry by some disgruntled executives to replace the queen of rap, Nicki Minaj. Ye, as he's fondly called, while doubting Cardi B's talent, claimed she doesn't write her lyrics. He said Cardi B thinks her rivalry with Nicki Minaj is a blessing in the universe, but it isn't. The controversial rapper stated this in a video trending on social media. He said, Cardi B is a plant. She doesn't write her raps. They put her there to try to replace Nicki Minaj purposely. She thinks it's a blessing from the universe. And now finally, still on entertainment, former Big Brother Naija All-Star housemate Angel Smith has said she was open to getting married to her love interest, former housemate Soma. Leadership reports that the duo fell in love in the just concluded Big Brother Naija All-Star Edition reality TV show. However, the lovebirds didn't make it to the finale as they were evicted a week before Sunday. However, in a recent interview with TVC Monitored, Angel explained that her relationship with Soma in the Big Brother house was real and wasn't a strategy as some presumed. She said, what we had in the house was very real. He might not be my person. Honestly, we might not end up together. We might not get married. We may not end at that stage. But if he, Soma, does propose, then yes, I'm open to that. So for now, I would say he's my person at the moment. And he's a sweetheart, and I hope people know that he's a sweetheart. And on that note, we conclude the news at noon here on Leadership TV. Many thanks for watching. For more news stories, log on to our website, www.leadership.ng. Don't have a nice day.